Hello students, in this video we are going to talk about how to get the 2's complement of a number and how to write the program of 2's complement of a number in 8085 microprocessor. So see here, this is the aim of your program. Write an assembly language program to find the 2's complement of 5 numbers present in memory location C200H to C204H. Full stop. Store the result at memory location C300H to C304H. So, as a given in aim, you have to find 2's complement of a number. Okay. And how many numbers are there? 5 numbers, okay, which is present in memory location C200H, C201H, C202H, C203H, C204H, okay. And you have to store the result at memory location C300H, C301H up to C304H. Okay, see here, this is the input of your program. C at memory location C200H, 01H is the input value. At memory location C201H, 02 is the input value. At memory location C202H, 03 is input value. At memory location C203H, 04 is input value, and the memory location C204H, 05H is a input value. Then means 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, these all are 5 inputs of your program. Then see the output memory location C300H, C301H, C302H, C303H, C304H. Okay, these all the output memory locations where you can store the output of your data. Okay, now for finding 2's complement of the number, first you have to find the 1's complement of a number, and then you have to add 1 into 1's complement of a number. Okay, see the example, then you get better idea about how to find the 2's complement of a number. See over here, suppose here we have to find 2's complement of 01H number. Then first you have to find 1's complement of 01H. See here, the binary form of 01H is 00000001, and if you have to find 2's complement of 01H, then you have to find 1's complement by complementing each binary bits of 01H. Okay, see here, the complement of 0 is 0. The complement of 0 is 1. Then the complement of another bit, second bit 0 is 1. Then complement of 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 0 is 1, and the complement of 1 is 0. Okay, so then after finding 1's complement of the number, you just have to add 01 or 1 into this. Okay, so add 1 into the ones complement of 0 1 h. 0 1 is 1 and the remaining ones is as it is. So you get the result, that is 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So the 2's complement of 0 1 h is FFH, because 1 1 1 1 is F, 1 1 1 1 is F. So result is FFH in hexadecimal form, because our result is shown in always in hexadecimal form. So likewise we can find the 2's complement of the number. Okay, see the second example. Here we have to find the 2's complement of 0 to h data. For this you have to write the binary form of 0 to h, that is 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0, and then we have to find 1's complement of 0 to h. Okay, that is, when we find 1's complement, the complement of 0 is 1, 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 complement of 1 is 0, complement of 0 is 1. Okay, then after finding 1's complement, you have to add 1 into the 1's complement of 0 to h. So after adding 1 1 is 0, carry 1, so 0 1 is 1, and the remaining ones is as it is. So the 2's complement of 0 to h is 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0, that is FEH. Okay, likewise you have to find the 2's complement of another numbers. Okay, so after calculating the 2's complement of the inputs, you will get the output of the numbers in hexadecimal form. Okay, means, see here, when you have the number or input 0 1 h, the output of 0 1 h or 2's complement of 0 1 h is FFH. Then if you put or if you give the input 0 to h, the 2's complement of 0 to h is FEH, the 2's complement of 0 3 h is FDH, the 2's complement of 0 4 h is FCH, and the 2's complement of 0 5 h is FBH. So you will get the output value in hexadecimal form. Okay, so hope all of you clear that how to calculate the 2's complement of a number. Then based on this you have to write the microprocessor program. Okay, so what the steps you need to do? First you have to load the number. Okay, you have to load the number, then you get the 1's complement, or you have to find the 1's complement of a number, and then you have to add 0 1 into the 1's complement of number, so you will get the 2's complement of the number, and then you have to store this result in given particular memory location. Okay, so let's start with our program. Okay, so here we are displaying the registers which we are used in the program. Okay, and the input output table. Okay, so what will be our first instruction? Our first instruction is we have to load our input data. Okay, for this we used HL register pair. Okay, because of HL pair, or why we used HL pair? Because HL register pair always points to the memory. Okay, so whatever the address stored in the HL register pair, the content of that address or memory location will be taken to the memory. Okay, so our first instruction is LXI H C200H. When we execute this instruction, that what will happen? Okay, when we execute this instruction, whatever address is given in the instruction, that is C200H, is stored in HL register pair. Okay, so means C2 is stored in H register and 00 is stored in L register. So HL register pair contains the memory location C200H. Okay, and the content, or whatever the content is present in that particular memory location, that is 01H, will be stored in memory. Okay, so your M will automatically having value 01H. Okay, now our second step, or our second instruction for storing our result. Okay, for storing our result we need another register pair. We already used the HL register pair for storing the inputs, so for storing our output we need another register pair, so we used BC or D register pair. So here I am using DE register pair. Okay, for storing our output. See here, LXI D C300H. Okay, when we execute this instruction, whatever the address is given in the instruction, that is C300H, is stored in DE pair. Okay, stored in DE pair means C3 is stored in register D and 00 is stored in register E. Okay, so D pair is contained memory location C300H, and whatever result is get, that result will store in memory location C300H. Okay, means in D pair. Then so when we used D pair, okay, means when we give inputs 01H, okay, then after getting the result of 2's complement, the result will store at memory location whose address is present in this D pair. Okay, and the D pair is having address C300H. Okay, so result FFH is stored in memory location C300H. Okay, so this instruction is got it by you. Then see our next instruction. Okay, our third instruction is belongs to that how many times you visit the particular memory location. Means in question there are total 5 memory location. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, total 5 memory locations are present. So you have to visit memory location 5 times. For this you need to set the counter that store the count of your memory location that you visit when we execute or when you execute the program. Getting? So the instruction MBIC05H, okay, means we set the counter 05H at register C, means the value of your register C is 05H. Okay, then wherever we visit the first memory location, okay, first memory location, the counter value or your register value is fixed. That is, you used 5 location, or or in your question there is total 5 memory location, so you set your counter 05H. Okay, but when you goes to the next memory location, okay, then the value of your register C or your counter will be decremented by 1. Means for first it is 05, then second 04, then 03, then 02, then 01, and last is 00. Then you have to stop your program. This we will see in next instruction. Okay, first you have to set your counter or your register C by 05H. Okay, then the next is we need to calculate the 2's complement of the number. So so students, just tell me, is there any instruction to find the 2's complement of a number in 8085 microprocessor? Yes, there is instruction, that is CMA, okay, which gives the complement of a number. Okay, but before that, CMA means complement the content of accumulator. Okay, for this, okay, you need the number in accumulator. Okay, because the complement is always performed in accumulator content. Okay, so we use the instruction move A comma M. Okay, because M contains our input data. Okay, M contains our input data, that is 01H. Okay, so using instruction move A comma M, okay, we transfer our content of memory location into the accumulator. Okay, so now your accumulator becomes 01H. Okay, now we perform the complement of accumulator. For this we use the instruction CMA. Okay, CMA instruction complements the content of accumulator and result is stored in accumulator. Okay, so after performing the instruction, the result, or after performing the instruction, the complement result, okay, is FEH, means we are performing the complement of 01H and we get the result FEH, and that FEH is stored in accumulator. Okay, see here. So after performing or after getting the value FEH, but the complement or the CMA instruction can performs only one complement. Okay, only one's complement of data. For finding 2's complement of data, we need to add 01H in accumulator. Okay, so our next instruction is ADI 01H. Okay, here we already known that for finding 2's complement of any number we need to add 01H. So using immediate data 01H, we are used instruction ADI 01H for finding 2's complement of a number. Okay, so here our accumulator is having value FEH, then we add 01H into this, we get the result FFH. Okay, and after performing the ADI instruction, the result is stored in accumulator. So now your accumulator is having value FFH. Okay, now your result is in accumulator. Okay, but in your question you have to store your result in particular memory location or memory location C300H. So using STXD instruction, okay, using STXD instruction we can store our accumulator content into the memory location C300H. Okay, see the instruction STXD. ST, okay, ST means store, A means accumulator, X means X indicates the register pair. Okay, you already learned the instructions that X indicates the register pair. Okay, and STXD, okay, D means D register pair, means you have to store the content of accumulator into the D pair or into the memory location whose address is in D pair. Okay, so your D pair is having address C300H. Okay, so the content of accumulator, that is FFH, okay, FFH is stored in the address C300H. Okay, getting this? Now likewise we find the 2's complement and store in the particular location. Okay, but there is only, or there is not only one memory location is there. Okay, there total 5 memory locations is there. Okay, so now our pointer is in first memory location, okay, which is present in where, which is present in HL pair C200H. Okay, we need to increment our HL pair by 1 for going to the next memory location. Okay, so for this we used instruction INXH. Okay, INXH means increment HL pair by 1, means your pointer is goes to the next memory location, that is C201H. So now HL pair contains address C201H, means your H contains C2 and your L contains 01H. Okay, and the address of HL pair is C201H, which is having data 02H. Okay, is transferred to the memory location. So now instead of 01H, your memory is having value 02H. Okay, now we increment HL pair for next input data. Okay, so we also need to increment our D pair for storing the result. Okay, because where our D pair is having value C300H, okay, which is store the output of memory location C200H. Okay, but as we go into the next memory location, we have to store our result into the next memory location. For this, we used instruction INX-D, means increment D pair by 1. So D pair is having address C301H, means D register is having value C3 and E register is having value 01H. Okay, so result is now stored in memory location C301H. Okay, when we increment our HL pair, okay, from here to here, okay, as well as we increment our D pair, okay, but when we increment our HL pair, automatically the counter will be decremented by 1. Your counter is 05H, but as you goes to the next memory location, your counter is decremented by 1. We set our counter 05H. Okay, now when we visit next memory location for next calculation, that time our counter is decremented by 1. Okay, by using the instruction DCRC, we can decrement our counter by 1. So now our counter is 04H. So value of your counter is 04H. Now next we have to do the calculation again for the next input, but obvious we first find or we calculate the value for the first input. Now our pointer is to second input, so we have to find the value for the next input data. So we just put one loop, okay, and that loop, for this we check the conditions of 0 flag, okay, or that loop is check the condition of 0 flag. We used instruction JNZ, means jump if not 0. Okay, here we are checking if the value of your counter or register C is 0 or not. Okay, if it is not 0, till then you have to execute the loop, okay, by jumping the particular given location, okay, or particular instruction, and follows the next steps or next few steps again and again. Okay, so here we check that our counter, okay, we check that our counter is 0 or not. No, because the value when you increment your register pair by 1 or you get to the next memory location, that time your counter value is 04H, so your counter is not 0. Okay, then jump to L1. L1 is the locations from where you have to again start the execution of the instruction. So L1 is points to this instruction. Okay, so again your pointer goes to the instruction move A comma M, and when we execute the instruction move A comma M, then the value of your M is 02H is goes to the accumulator. So now, okay, and sorry, goes to the accumulator and the pointer execute the next instruction. Okay, means now the value of your accumulator is 0 to h. Now the pointer goes to the next instruction, that is CMA. CMA is used to find the ones complement of this 0 to h. The ones complement of 0 to h is FCH. Okay, then we add 0 1 into the result using ADI instruction. Okay, and when we get the 2's complement of 0 to h, that is FEH. Okay, the result is stored in accumulator. Using STXD instruction, we store our result into the memory location whose address present in D pair, and D pair is having address C301H. So the value of your accumulator, that is FE, is stored in C301H memory location. Okay, then automatically using INX H instruction, the pointer is goes to the next to memory location. Okay, then using INX D instruction, the value or the output value or output pointer or D pair is incremented by 1. So the D pair now having value C302H. Okay, so now move our data is, or our input is 03H. It's moving to the memory location or memory, and the pointer is goes to the C202H location in HL pair. Okay, now when we increment HL pair, okay, automatically the counter will be decremented by 1. Okay, using instruction DCRC, we can decrement our counter. So our counter is now 03H. Okay, so we execute the next instruction, that is jump if not 0. Okay, JNZ. Okay, then that check is our counter value is 0. No, because our counter value is 03H. Then again goes to L1. L1 means move A comma M. Okay, so our pointer is again goes to the instruction move A comma M. Then again the whatever the content of memory location, that is 03, is goes to the accumulator. Then again complement of 03 is find. Then using ADI instruction, 2's complement of instruction is find it. Then 2's complement of instruction is stored in accumulator, that store in D pair. Okay, that is FDH is stored in D pair or memory location C302H. Then again goes to the next to memory location. Then when we increment input memory location, at that time we have to increment our output memory location. Okay, then when we increment our HL pair by 1, then automatically our counter will be decremented. Okay, our counter is not 0. Then again goes to the L1. Then again pointer goes to the move A comma M. Likewise, our program will be executed till our counter is, or the counter value is not 0. Once your counter value is 0, then you have to stop your program by giving one interrupt, that is RST1. Okay, so this is the program of the 2's complement. Okay, but sometimes they ask the program of 1's complement, then you just have to use the instruction CMA. Okay, don't use the instruction ADI 01H because ADI is used to find 2's complement. When they say to find 1's complement, then only use instruction CMA in program. Okay, so do the changes in program. Likewise, they ask the question in the exam. Okay, so this is the program of your 2's complement of the number, but this format, okay, this format is for your understanding purpose. Okay, you have to write your program in table form. Okay, see here. Okay, you already known about this in previous programs video. Okay, see here, your first memory location is always starts from C000H. Okay, and the label is start, and your first instruction is LXI HC200H. LXI is mnemonics, and after that whatever is there means HC200H is your operand. Okay, then opcode of this LXI is 21, and the comment, okay, wait, and the instruction LXI is 3 byte instruction, 1 byte for the opcode of this LXI, and the rest of 2 bytes is the memory location which given in the instruction. Okay, means the 00 or lower byte of the instruction, okay, is stored in memory location C001H, and the higher byte, that is C2, is stored in memory location C002H. Okay, so total 3 memory location is used this for this instruction because this instruction is having address. So this instruction is of 3 byte. Okay, then see the comment, and your comment, remember one thing, your comment is always starts from the semicolon. Okay, initialize HL pair with the memory location C200H. LXI means initialize HL pair with the memory location C200H. Then our second instruction is LXI D, C300H. Okay, same instruction, but for in first instruction we are used HL pair, in second instruction we are used D register pair. Okay, so this is 3 byte instruction. So LXI, for the opcode of LXI, that is 11, is stored at memory location C003H, and the lower byte, that is 00, is stored at memory location C004H, and the higher byte is stored at memory location C005H. So total 3 memory location is used for this instruction, and the comment of this instruction is initialize D pair with the memory location C300H. The next instruction is MVI C,05H. Okay, MVI C,05H, this instruction is having data, means this instruction is of 2 byte, means 2 memory location is used, 1 memory location for opcode of MVI, and the second is for this 8-bit data, that is 05H. Okay, so total 2 location is used, and the comment of this instruction is move immediate data 05H into the register. Then see the next instruction is move A, M. Move is mnemonics, A, M is operand. Okay, this is a 1 byte instruction because there is not any kind of data and address is present. So this instruction is 1 byte instruction, and that 1 byte is for opcode of this move, that is 7E. Okay, comment of this instruction is move the content of memory location into the accumulator. Okay, then our next instruction is CMA. Okay, this is the 1 byte instruction, and the opcode for this is 2F, and that is store in location C009H, and the comment is complement the content of accumulator. Okay, then next instruction is ADI01H. Okay, this is a 2 byte instruction. Okay, 1 byte for ADI opcode, that is C6, and second byte for 01H data. Okay, so comment of this instruction is add immediate data 01H into the accumulator. Okay, then next is STXD. This is a 1 byte instruction, and 1 byte is for opcode of STX. Okay, so opcode is 12, and that is stored in location C00CH, and the comment of this instruction is store the content of accumulator into the memory location whose address is stored in D pair. See the next instruction, that is INXH. This is a 1 byte instruction, and the opcode for this is 23. Comment for this is increment HL pair by 1. Then next instruction is INXD. This is also 1 byte instruction. Opcode for this is 13, and the comment is increment D pair by 1. Then our next instruction is DCRC. This is also 1 byte instruction, and the opcode of DCRC is 0DH, and the comment is decrement register C by 1. Then our next instruction is JNZL1. L1 is location, and the location is C008H. So this instruction is of 3 byte. 1 byte for opcode of JNZ, that is C2, and the another bytes is lower bit is stored into the location C011H, that is 08, and the higher bit, that is C0, is stored in location C012H. So total JNZ is 3 byte instruction. So 3 memory location is used. See the comment, jump if not 0 to memory location C008H, and the last is RST1. This is 1 byte instruction, and the opcode for this is CF, and the label is stop, and the comments is stop, means you have to stop your program. Okay, so this is the table of the program. Hope you all are understood this program well. Thank you.